Now that I'm well and truly into my 40s, I've been reflecting a lot about the things that I've learned and the lessons that I wish I would have known in my 20s and my 30s. And if it's one thing that I know for sure, it's that life doesn't always go the way that you planned for it to. And sometimes that can be the biggest blessing that you could ever have. It's funny because some of the hardest things that you will ever go through teach you the biggest lessons, and they can actually show you where you need to go and your calling in life and how to help others. That actually gives you the knowledge of how you can help others get through things and make the world a better place. So if you've been worried about what you want to be when you grow up, even though you're already grown up and you just can't figure it out like I went through in my 20s in particular, then look to the hardest things that you've gone through and when you've overcome them and how they can help other people. And I can promise you, you don't necessarily need to have it all figured out in your 20s or even your 30s. And trying out different careers, learning new things can actually help you get to the place that you're actually supposed to be. So I am speaking from experience. I remember when I turned 27, I started crying and had a breakdown because I wasn't where I thought I needed to be. But I can tell you now, looking back, that the experience, the different industries that I worked in helped me become the person that I am. It's made me more multifaceted to run a business. So I've got the marketing skills, the writing skills, the sales skills, the health knowledge, and all of those things in combination have made me be able to run a business and pretty much wear a lot of different hats, which you need to be able to do when you have a small business and a very small budget. And this one is so important. Your health really is everything. And if you've been fortunate enough to always have your health, you probably don't really realize how important it is. You know, you take it for granted like I did. I ended up getting really sick at one stage and no one could figure out what was wrong with me. Anyways, that is another story. But you know, I had no energy. I couldn't think properly. I had terrible brain fog. I didn't feel good. I felt like I had a low mood and I was anxious and stuff. And when you feel that way, you do not have the motivation to get out there. You don't have the energy to achieve your dreams. So, you know, it's so important to look after your health. I'm serious. It's not just gonna matter when you get into your elderly phase. It matters so much now. Greatness does come from having good health. And as you get older, often just eating a healthy diet is not enough, especially in this modern world where we're exposed to huge amounts of pesticides, plastics, fragrances that disrupt our hormones. They wreck our gut health. They cause so many problems, and it all accumulates in your body. Yes, we are inbuilt with a natural detoxification system, but we haven't evolved that quickly in a matter of 100 years to cope with all of these synthetic chemicals that are assaulting us at every turn. So it's really important to support your detox pathways, such as improving your gut health, supporting your liver. You can do that with a variety of herbs. I do believe, even if we live in the Western world, we should be doing a parasite cleanse. We worm our animals, but we somehow think that we are immune to the same sort of issues. I can tell you from experience that that is not the case. Obviously, exercising, getting your lymphatic system flowing, sweating, you know, saunas are great, but not everyone has access to them. So exercising and sweating is perfect for that, and it's free. And things like filtering your water, eating a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables that are high in fiber, staying hydrated. Those are all, you know, basics. And to check for heavy metals as well if you're particularly sensitive to EMF. It could be because you're actually become a conductor because your tissues are holding on to a lot of heavy metals. I also recommend getting a gut test done, a comprehensive stool analysis, and that should help improve your health a lot.